Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. So I showed you where we live in Accra, but today we are in Takoradi. Secondly, we have come to visit my mother-in-law, and I am going to be showing you a typical morning routine as a new wife in the village. The day begins at 4 a.m. When you are in Rome, you do as the Romans do. So I am up and ready to work. I start by putting the stew on fire. We made this stew previously, but we put it in the freezer just to store it so that it saves time in the morning. When you wake up, you don't have to start from scratch. We are making jollof, and we just start by heating the stew. So then we add a little water and some salt, then let it boil. This is the rice that I am going to be adding onto the stew to make jollof, the jollof. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let the stew heat up. After I've added water, I want it to boil, and then we're gonna add the rice. Guys, so you can't use that kind of cooker to cook the jollof because it's gonna burn it. So that's why we're using the charcoal. So I'm just gonna light it.
Hey, finally, then take it in. Take your time.
So now we lit it up. Guys, you can hear the Muslims praying, so it's 4:45. Yeah, so yeah, they wake up quite early. If you guys want tips on how to light the jiko, or you guys call it kol pot in Ghana, hit me up in the comment section. I'll show you how I did it really fast. I didn't spend time here. This is how we do it in an African village. We're going to transfer the rice from the gas to the jiko. So they call it kol pot here in Ghana. So in Kenya we call it jiko. Yeah. Okay guys, so as you can see, we did not put the jollof on direct fire because the jiko produces so much heat at a go. So we didn't want it to burn it. So this helps to moderate the heat. Am I making sense? Yeah. So I think that's good enough, babes. Right? So we've transferred, and also turning the jollof is a skill because you're not making ugali, rather you're not making banku. So you have to turn it in such a way that it will still be jollof rice. You get. And this is how we do Ghana Jollof Rice. This is not Nigerian jollof. This is not any other kind of jollof, but Ghana Jollof Rice. Yeah. So we cover it now. So usually, before I was married, I used to measure the water that I put in my rice all the time, every day, because I grew up knowing that if you're cooking 1 cup of rice, you put 2 cups of water. If you're cooking 3 cups of rice, you put 6 cups of water. But when you move to Ghana, it's just a skill. You no longer have to measure. You just look at it and you know exactly how much water you're supposed to put without measuring. It's crazy, guys. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But now it's getting into me, so yeah. As the jollof rice is getting ready, you move on to the next task, and it's sweeping the compound. When you're sweeping here in the village, it's a technique. You don't just sweep. Before I was married, I used to sweep like this, like this. But soon after I get married in Ghana, you learn that you need to be efficient. Therefore, a broom like this, you spread it out like this when you're sweeping. You do this so that you can cover a large surface area in a short time. So now when I'm sweeping and I sweep like this, I'm able to cover more like this compared to what I'd cover if the broom was like this. And this is just one of the many techniques that I learned from this village here in Ghana. Once the compound is clean, time to get back into the house and make sure that the rooms are cleaned. As you can see now, it's 6 a.m. in the morning. The light, it's more lit compared to how it was when I woke up because the sun is rising. There are doves in this house, pigeons, so we have to feed them. There used to be so many. I don't know where they've been going. Apparently they live in the space between the roof and the house, so every morning when you want to feed them you have to call them, and they are called by whistling. So like, then you see them start coming on top of the roof. They start coming. I'm gonna be feeding them the maize.
See? Don't finish it. It's okay. Don't finish it.
Oh guys, see what we came across. The cat, I think it's trying to hide. It thought it was hiding. Has it even eaten? Oh my god, babes, you look sick. Please take the cat and take care of it. Please take care of the cat. So here we have the aloe vera plant. It is used in many ways. For example, for anti-aging, treating acne, treating wounds, and yeah, some people actually drink it, although it's very bitter. We've done a couple of things, but one thing we have to do in the morning is wash the utensils that people used the previous night. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. So how we wash, we use this bar soap. This is local bar soap, and we use this to scrub. It's a kind of net, but you can use it to shower or to wash the utensils. And the bar soap, I love this bar soap because it has so much foam. Yeah, so it helps to remove the oil from the plates very easily. Guys, now it's 6:15 and the kids are now heading to school. So yeah, they have 5 minutes to get to school, so we have to rush. Oh my god, snails. Ghanaians won't let this go in peace. They see this, they think of food. They see that, they think food.
Yep.
So you guys are gonna hunt it up for food?
Yeah, I think it just escaped from the owner.
Jesus, that was probably in someone's kitchen. It escaped. It's running for its life, but who are Ghanaians? They will catch it and cook it. Oh my gosh, that's a culture shock that I experienced when I came to Ghana. So going to school.
So it's
We're escorting them.
in kids. So the way my dad used to take them to school. This is an international school, you know.
Yeah, that's why they're wearing pink, and the uniforms are so cute. I'm like, ooh, pink uniforms.
International school.
Wow. So international schools in Ghana, how are they different from other schools? First of all, I know they are more expensive.
They're more expensive. They pay school fees every 3 months.
Every 3 months?
Yeah, they pay school fees.
Something.
It's a maze.
So the maids are feeding the birds what you're eating.
Of course, I'm one of the birds.
They pay fees every 3 months.
Yep.
What about the other schools? How often do they pay fees?
It's free.
For the other schools it's free.
Yeah,
but this guys pay.
This guy's pays.
Wow. Inside their bags they are carrying the books and the jollof rice. I just love the uniform. I wish I was wearing such uniform when I was in school. And of course now when you're outside, you see women have come out to start cooking local food for breakfast. Some cocoa. Cocoa is a traditional porridge that is made with spices.
They have Uncle Maya, so they are rich.
Oh, you say they are rich kids?
Yeah, they are rich kids. Wow. These are rich kids going to school with a bag.
Bye.
So that's the name of the school.
Bye.
Bye. But I feel good, you know.
Why do you feel good?
But like I'm the one taking care of them, you know. So 7 kids going to school, and this is the dream of my dad, you know. My dad made sure that every kid that stays with him goes to international school.
Wow.
Even though we did not go to international.
So your dad was rich to take all these kids to international school.
Like I said, when things got better, I'm not saying that I lived in the village all my life, so we're poor all our lives, right? There were seasons, right?
Yeah.
There were seasons where when we were going to school, things were not better, right? But when things got better, my junior brother, my last brother, attended an international school.
But you?
No.
So now you've taken up what your dad was doing, and
when my dad passed on, these kids were supposed to go back to what do you call it? The normal school that we all went to, because they can't afford the school fees. So I had to step in. So there are like 7 kids right now.
So how are you paying school fees for 7 kids? How much is it?
I can't say that on camera, and I don't want to say that on camera, but it's a lot of money, and I pay school fees every 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so for me, it feels good, you know, because I know wherever my dad is right now, he was smiling out there. My dad, my child took over from where I left. That's all I want to do. That's it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
So we are back from taking the kids to school. So now we want to fetch the water so we can take a shower.
That does not mean that we don't have shower in the room. We have shower, but the tap is not flowing, and there's no light at the moment. We'd have used this to pump it, but since there's no electricity, the tap is not pumping up. She has to do. Is that heavy?
Yep, it's heavy. I mean, it's made of stone. After fetching water in the well, head upstairs. Most of the time there is a welcomed distraction. The cute baby in the house belongs to all of us. We own her. So the mom is quite busy since she is a twin, so we help, with the baby for a couple of hours. Finally, it's time to wash the clothes. In the village, we don't have a washing machine. Therefore, we have to wash them manually, one by one. After making sure each of them is clean, we rinse and hang them on the clothing line. Finally, the chores are finished. I am having the jollof rice that I made in the morning. In Ghana, they eat heavy rice, so believe it or not, this is what we're having for breakfast. After this, I start my day. Can you relate? Do you have a similar morning routine? Drop a comment and let me know.